It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Ellington. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Throws for the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing when a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry, doesn't even have one.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw, it's Ellington. Line out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. First score of the game goes up.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, Dave?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Gets it to him on the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Close to the marker, it's Traore. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the ground, it's Barnes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
The give from the gun. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, but I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. With the catch, it's Ali. He'll work his way down to the 28. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Dropping back, it's Ellington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Ali. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The defense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working that left side now. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just threw that one way too far.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Wolverines will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To throw, it's Ellington. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Traore. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, number 19. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here a little bit.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Still running at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to
breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds this dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Scanning the field, it's Ellington. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Ellington. He'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Cricket. Timeout, Michigan. Ready, set. Lasso.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice move to keep running. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the 1st. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got some room, it was over. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Combs.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
He'll throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
Catch in the middle. It's Bridges.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Bridges. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.